Mongolian Badminton Association is established in 1999, which is started by Mr. Zulbaatar, who is the father of me. I was always supporting him for the badminton development, for the internal, and after his passing, now I'm replacing as the Secretary General of Mongolian Badminton Association. Also, badminton is kind of another part of my family, so it's very honorable and a very unique thing, the badminton for myself.
I started my career in badminton 9 years ago. Back then I was a volleyball player, but then I decided to become a badminton coach because badminton is a relatively new sport in Mongolia and it's more of a challenge for me.
The badminton is becoming more and more popular, and many people start know the badminton because the badminton is as known as air tennis in Mongolia before. Last few years, we are developing amateur badminton. We have 21 provinces in Mongolia, but only around 10 and more provinces started to play badminton and participated in tournaments. We hosted a two-time Olympic qualification event, which is an international series in 2015, and in 2019 we hosted the international challenge. Most important thing for Mongolia is badminton is not very popular and not much developed. So the most important thing for us to have a national training center in Mongolia. The national training center is the most important thing to born the new elite athletes for the Olympic Games and the World Championships, and etc. To develop the athletes in a more professional players as elite players. Another thing we have to do is develop the badminton in all the regions, all the provinces, to let the people to play badminton. Because as long as we experience it, the badminton is not only the sport, and it's like a medicine for the Mongolians. We have a real experience on the person who had a stroke, and after stroke he started to play badminton, and he became the amateur championship last year after 9 months playing badminton. So that's the badminton is a real, not a sport, it's a real medicine for the nation.
Our main goal is to increase awareness of badminton because it's a new sport and people don't know it yet. I organize courses with organizations for amateurs, and with the juniors and seniors, we implement BW programs such as Shell Time for them.
For Mongolia, the biggest challenge is, as I said, the badminton is not very popular. After the graduating the high school, and the students become attend the university, they just leave the badminton for the next part. So, to becoming a student for the athletes, the most challenging thing is to keep them into the badminton as another part of the first level. As I said, the badminton is not popular, so the difficulties is equipment to promote the badminton and to let the people to implement the badminton. So the equipment funding is less comparing to the other countries, because Mongolia is in East Asia, but the East Asia is like China, Japan, Taiwan, Korea, Macau, Hong Kong. The most Olympic medals goes to the East Asian countries. But between these East Asian countries, Mongolia is only one country which is the most less developed. Government does not support to hold the national team in a badminton. In another part of the for the judo, for the shooting, wrestling, another part of the Olympic medal awarded sport events, so all hosted by the national team by supporting the government of Mongolia. The challenge and the first thing we have to do is qualify in Olympic Games. After that, if we qualify in Olympic Games, the government will be concentrate to hold the national team in Mongolia as in a badminton.
Aside from badminton court, equipment and funding, another challenge is that badminton is not so popular, so we have to promote them and make a lot more people know about badminton in Mongolia.
Now last is the place name. The association is running a badminton in very fast and boosting a badminton in the last 2 years. That association is promoting badminton and allowing to play a badminton for all the levels for the securities, for the doctors, for the teachers, for the government officials, and for the military, and etc. They're allowing and promoting and advertising and show the elite athletes the advertisement matchup always, and there is almost more than 1,000 people started playing badminton in the amateur and both in the junior level. So they are really enjoying the badminton, and the head of the association says that I left my medicine for the heart, for the blood sugar, and he started to play with the family, with the children, and the badminton is becoming a family sport in their area. We can copy, but we have to find the person who really can love into badminton. Like we have to find that kind of the people in every region to promote the badminton. As long as we find the person who loves into the badminton, they will just keep into love the badminton in the region. So,
I plan to invite players and other people and organize a badminton day in the near future in November, where I will invite the media to report on the athletes and the event. I hope that small events like this will slowly help to develop the sport at a local stage to build the foundation for us to compete at the international stage.
Until September 15, it was locked down. All the public events, all the sports events, all the concerts, everything was just locked down. Few countries in the world has 0 cases. One is Mongolia. So we are allowed to travel internally everywhere, and can host the tournaments and the public events everywhere in Mongolia. And since September 15, the government of Mongolia just allowed to resume all the events. So we started to host our tournaments. In September, we hosted a national championship and amateur national championship. And the number of the participants showed that the badminton is still promoting still developing, and then plenty of the people wanted to participate in the tournament because the tournament was participated by the more than 200 people. First time in the history for on the amateur event. Last year is the 145 around. This year is the 200. Year by year, the number of the participants are increasing. And the participating areas and the provinces are numbers is increasing also. So that shows the badminton is still going up smoothly, but not very boosting. So our next thing is end of this month or in November. We'll be hosting our national junior championship and the junior team championship, 2 tournaments in 2 different places, which is already scheduled.
After the lockdown is over, we were allowed to organize small groups outside of the gym and host courses outside, such as air badminton.
The lockdown is just blocked all his income because he's just a coach and he runs the courses and he gets the fees, and also it's still affecting him because now they're resuming the courses in Darham province. The number of the people still low now. Yeah, Mongolian Badminton Association set the goal to qualify in a Tokyo Olympic Games. So next year we're planning to send our athletes to the Thailand. January there is some tournaments in Bangkok. We are still trying to qualify in the Olympic Games, which is our athletes in ranking is the 200. So we are still trying to send athletes to Bangkok to qualify in the Olympic Games. And another part is until the December we will be resuming our courses and shuttle time courses in the provinces to promote the badminton more in 2 provinces, and if we can have a chance to have a shuttle time courses in another provinces, we'll host at least 2 to 4 courses until the December. Our new number 1 is currently AOP player, Asia Olympic Project player, Sonia won the national championship. So we are trying to send him to Bangkok with our number 2, number 1. The Olympic circuit is qualification circuit will be ending up May. So until that we still have a chance to send the athletes to have a good result to qualify.
My plan for the next year is to find sponsors, individuals, or organizations and propose our plans. This is done in hopes to secure more funding and support for the organization. Secondly, it's to continue running courses and competitions and to find more promising talents and potential athletes.
Our national coach, who is now struggling with the liver cancer in Japan, who trained our AOP, 2 AOP athletes in Japan. So I would like to mention and to send him best of the health and quick recovery to our Japanese coach.